So a bunch of authors are suing the people behind the AI software ChatGPT over what they say is copyright infringement. This list includes George R. R. Martin, the author of the Game of Thrones books, and John Grisham, who writes all the books your dad likes. This lawsuit is arguing that their books were used to train AI models without their permission, and this isn't the first time something like this has come up. A few months ago, Sarah Silverman sued OpenAI and Meta for copyright infringement, and she managed to file the lawsuit without one single comment about her own vagina, so first time for everything.
We're back now with new details on a lawsuit filed by comedian Sarah Silverman and two authors.
They're suing Meta and OpenAI, alleging that those companies are using their content without permission to make their apps work better overall.
And then there was the open letter signed by Margaret Atwood and Philip Pullman calling for AI companies to compensate them for using their work. So here's the thing. This isn't about copyright infringement. What it's really about is the worry, and it's a real worry, that AI could replace content creators. Because AI models aren't copying content, they're learning from content to produce other content. Really, the only difference between me reading Game of Thrones and learning how to write my own fantasy series and AI doing it is that I'm a human and AI is not. Is a fantasy author guilty of copyright infringement because they once read Lord of the Rings? No. So the truth here is simple. When it comes down to it, everyone is selfish. Most people love the idea of automation, AI, robots when it's making their lives better. If your Uber costs half as much because there is no driver anymore, that's great for the rider, bad for the driver. If you can order McDonald's at one of those big screens instead of at the counter, that's quicker and cheaper for you, sucks for the person who just lost their job. And if people wake up and realize that we really don't need realtors with or without AI, there's going to be a bunch of very upset, useless people out there who hate AI too. But in all of these cases, the consumer is usually better off. It's the person who was replaced that's unhappy. And in the same way, I think a lot of these creators are now worried about their own spot in society, which for basically all of human history was untouchable. I'm not saying they're wrong to worry or wrong to fight back, but what I am saying is that this isn't about copyright. It's really about self-preservation. Because the worry here isn't just about AI, it's that AI is good. It might even be better than a lot of people out there. So a true artist can never be beaten by a machine. There's an indescribable level of creativity that can never be replaced by software. But if you're a mediocre artist or a lazy artist, or you're just painting by numbers and churning out the same crap year after year, AI is coming for you. Let's take one of the worst moments in movie history as an example.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Not like here. Here everything is soft and smooth.
So I asked ChatGPT to rewrite this scene to be topical and romantic, with Anakin expressing his love for Padme without talking randomly about sand. Here's what it spat out in 1 second. Anakin and Padme stand together in a picturesque meadow on Naboo. The setting sun casts a warm, golden glow over them. Anakin gazing into Padme's eyes. You know, Padme, this place is unlike anything I've ever seen. The way the sunlight dances on the water, the gentle breeze that rustles the leaves, it's all so enchanting. Padme smiles, her eyes filled with affection. Padme softly, it's a beautiful world, Anakin, and being here with you makes it even more so. Anakin, taking Padme's hand, I've always admired your strength and determination, Padme. You inspire me every day. And there's something I've been wanting to tell you. Something I felt since the moment we met. Padme looks at him, her heart racing. Padme sincerely, Anakin, what is it? Anakin nervously, I love you, Padme. I've loved you since the first moment I laid eyes on you, and my feelings have only grown stronger with time. Padme's eyes well up with tears of happiness. She leans in and kisses him tenderly. Their love is undeniable, and in this beautiful meadow on Naboo, it blooms like the flowers around them. Padme tearfully, Anakin, I love you too. I always have and I always will. They embrace, the setting sun casting a warm, romantic hue over their love-filled moment. So I know I'm not getting an Oscar anytime soon, but not only is this not copyright infringement because it's the original creation of a piece of software, it's better than the original. Not that that's difficult, but you get my point. And let's not forget that everything is a copy of something else already. Almost everything creative has been done before. Can Madonna sue Sam Smith for squeezing into his red onesie and strutting around the stage like a fat discount devil? No. Just like she can't sue the person she copied. So the idea that AI created art is the property of the person who created the content it somehow built on is equally ridiculous. Again, this isn't really about AI. It's really about selfishness. I'm sure every single one of these artists would be happy to have their food delivered by a robot, or have their calendar organized by a computer, or make profits on investments handled by AI. But we're not talking about someone else's job anymore. We're talking about their job. And suddenly, AI isn't quite so cool anymore.